Hello Pokemon trainers, welcome to another episode of the Community Name Raiders here on iStarly TV. My name's Scarecrow.
And I'm Dieter.
And today, our guest, or our, I guess, person that we're critiquing is going to be Nintendo Freak 2011. So he's a really cool guy, he makes a lot of great content. So if you're interested in watching his videos after this, he talks about Pokemon, he talks about Taina, he talks about, you know, My Little Pony. So he's just a all-around, well-rounded guy. So if you're interested in what he does, check out his channel. Go ahead. He's a really cool guy. And yeah, that's our... Do you have anything to say about him?
So yeah, he's a loyal fan, and you know, you could check out his channel. He posts reviews or rants and just a lot of maybe like countdown videos, like top 10 such and such. So he has a lot of videos to watch and a lot of diversity.
Yeah, he posts a pretty big range of things, so I'm pretty sure if you checked out his channel there would be something for you there. Anyways, to the point of this video. These are Nintendo Freak 2011's nicknames, and as always with the Pokemon Name Raiders, Dieter and I are going to be critiquing them, giving them a score from Pokeball being the lowest to Great Ball, or sorry, Pokeball being the lowest to Master Ball being the highest. So we're going to start this episode. I'm going to critique one of his first nicknames, which is going to be Littlefoot, and this is a Tropius. So Tropius named Littlefoot. And so, you know, Nintendo Freak tells us that it's from the movies The Land Before Time, which is a movie series that came out in the 90s when he was a kid. And that kind of holds a lot of nostalgic value for me, just because I was around when the Land Before Time movies were popular also, and me and my sisters used to always watch them. And it's a movie about little dinosaurs trying to find themselves in the world, you know, that kind of thing. But it's a cartoon, so if you're interested in checking that out, go ahead. I'll post a picture of Littlefoot here. Littlefoot is a brontosaurus or a long neck dinosaur. I don't know what the exact name for that is. And Tropius is pretty much like that too. It has a long neck, it's brown, just like Littlefoot. And I've always liked Tropius myself, so I think this is a really cool nickname. It's really, you know, it's really personal to Nintendo Freak, and it's also personal to me, I guess. So I guess I'll give this an Ultra Ball, a solid Ultra Ball. It's a great name.
Nice reading.
Thanks. And Dieter, we will take us to the second nickname from Nintendo Freak.
Okay, so his second Pokemon he wanted us to review was his Scrafty, and he named it Dresscode. So, you know, I see, like, he gave us an explanation, but you could kind of, see why he named it, because he says, well, as we all can see, that Scrafty, his pants are, like, saggy. Well, are they pants? Or his skin?
I think it's supposed to be like pants, but I think it might be skin.
Like he sheds? Lizards. Yeah, okay. So. That's interesting. So, yeah. So, and he says the reason why it's dress code is because, you know, in schools, most schools, they have dress codes where you can't sag your pants. So I see the connection, and I think it's kind of funny too, just naming it dress code. So I'm gonna give it a great ball. You know, it's pretty funny, clever, and yeah, great name.
Alright, good rating, Dieter. I like that name too, Dress Code for Scrafty. So if you're interested in that name, let us know what you think. Anyways, the last and third and final nickname from Nintendo Freak that we will be going over is another cool one, and this is, literally, this is Vanillux, and Nintendo Freak named it Root Beer Float. Now, I mean, clearly all of us who live in America know what a root beer float is. It's a drink with root beer, which is a soda, and you put ice cream, you put vanilla ice cream in it, and it gets all creamy, and it's really good. It's honestly one of my favorite drinks.
I heat root beer floats. I'm sorry.
You heat them? Well, I like them a lot, okay? So let us know what you guys think. Do you agree with Dieter? Do you hate root beer floats? Or do you agree with me? And do you like root beer floats?
I hate the, like, frothy foam.
Okay, they do get really frothy, but it's still really good. They get you really full. But anyways, you know, so yeah, basically root beer floats are really good. I'm pretty sure Nintendo Freak has had a lot of root beer floats in his lifetime, which is why he named it this. I definitely have had a lot in my lifetime. and Nintendo Freak has a little story for us. So he said that it was after he had just finished drinking an A&W root beer, like 3.5 years back after he came out of one of his college classes at the time. Wow, that was beautiful. Well, it's really good to see, again, another nickname that Nintendo Freak has a lot of personal value towards. And personally, I really like this nickname. Again, you know, it kind of speaks to me probably more than it speaks to Dieter, just like The Land Before Time.
But one thing I would say, Vanillux, you know, some people might have a hard time seeing it as a root beer float.
Oh, that's true.
It's more like a snow cone or ice cream.
Well, like, yeah, like Vanilla is like that, and
Slushy.
Vanilla-ish, but Vanillux has like a little straw coming out of its head.
Milkshake.
Okay, well, Dieter disagrees. I guess since Dieter has such a strong opinion of this, I think we'll both give this one a rating. So, root beer float for me, I think it's a really solid nickname. I like root beer floats. I like Vanillux. I'm gonna give this an Ultra Ball.
Ooh, I was gonna give it a Great Ball. I mean, like, I still see the resemblance, and it's different, you know, not to just name it the typical cliche name like ice cream or snow cone that, you know, most people probably would.
Yeah.
So it's a different name for it, and it still, you know, connects to it. So, Great Ball.
Alright, well that's not a bad rating. Great Ball really, I know it's hard to kind of judge because we only have 4 ratings, so you would assume that the highest 2 are good ratings and the lowest 2 are bad. But I would say that Pokeball is probably, I guess, a bad rating, quote unquote. And I don't think Great Ball's that much of a bad rating. It's just, you know, it's just 2 steps below a Master Ball, so it's still not a bad rating. But overall, I think Nintendo Freak's names were creative, they were good, and
They were fun.
they were fun, definitely. What else do you have to say, Dieter?
You know, thank you to Nintendo Freak for sending us his nicknames. He also gave some honorable mentions, but we just do 3 names.
Yeah, definitely. And Nintendo Freak, we'll definitely include more of your nicknames in another episode. So if you're interested in submitting nicknames to iStarly, you know, just send us a PM with 5 nicknames that you really like and a little description as to why you nicknamed them that. And we will you know, make a video with 3 of those nicknames